What is up, YouTube? Powerbubby here, and today we'll be doing a slightly different type of series, and we'll be teaching you, like I've promised all my fans. I've promised you this, and I'm going to do it. So what we are going to be doing today is script. So the first episode is just going to be learning the basics. So what is code? Well, code is basically another language for a computer to understand. So you have to be really specific to the computer. So for example, if you wanted to, I don't know, say for the computer to make a cup of tea, you'd have to say to it how much water you want to pour in, how much you should put in the kettle, how long you should leave the kettle on, how to know when to turn it off, stuff like that, or how long should you stir. Exactly specific, rather than people just say, oh, you just boil water and then pour it into a teacup and put the tea bag in, take it out, and then you got it. You have to be more specific than that. You have to say how long, how much. You have to say all of that. And basically, it's a different type of language. Like me, you, I, all talk different languages. We could talk Spanish, English, Portuguese, Japanese. You've got all those languages. So basically, the computer language for this software is called Lua, spelled L-U-A. And what Lua is a language for code. It's you've got Python as well. You've got, what's it called, Java, however you pronounce it. I believe it's Java, and that's the code that Minecraft use, believe it or not. And so let's get started. So I'm going to insert a script. I'm going to go to view, and I'm going to click output. Now, once we've clicked output, I'm just going to clear mine. We're going to go to model. I'm going to press a script. So, what is print hello world? Print hello world, when you run the game, basically, it's, look, print hello world. Basically, what I just did there, it was instead of loading my character, it just runs all the scripts. So it prints hello world. So, what would I do if I change this? So let's change it to hot dogs, because I fancy a hot dog. Alright, so let's see what happens. It printed hot dogs. What happens if we say print, let's see, let's do a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if it prints 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what this is coders use this. It looks like a load of rubbish because it don't actually work to actual players in the game. It's not a useful piece of code, but it actually is. As if you've got lines and lines and lines of code. It basically, what it does is if you put them in specific places, you'll be able to work out if there's any bugs or anything, because it will print, and if there's a bug, it will print up to a certain print point, and then it won't print any thing else, and you go up to that print. So let's say print, and then let's say test 1. Let's keep it like that, and then you got a line of code. Let's do wait, and then let's do 1 second. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, copy and paste it 5 times. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to make it, and then I'm going to add here print success. my string. Alright. Not too sure if that's how you spell success, I don't really care. So, basically, once I've done all this, I'm going to go and edit it, and I'm going to press play. Or run. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, success. So now, let's gonna change it up. Let's say you forgot, let's say we forgot a bracket in our code. So we run. Alright, let's see where it is now. And it's not working. Why is it not working? Let me check. Oh, that's why. I know why. Let's take out one of these. So it makes it look. Workspace. See? It's telling us that something's wrong. Now normally, if we had lines of code and we do, let's see, I got one. Game dot workspace dot part, which I'll add in a sec, because now I'm going to add a part. Oh, let me stop this. And now I'm going to do, let me just delete this. So now, once I've pressed part, I'm going to do dot brick color dot new equals, and then, dot brick color equals, and then you're going to do brick color dot new, and then we're going to do our brackets with our string value, and let's do really red. Oh, actually, I fancy doing pink. So, oh, it's not a capital G, oops. So, let's copy this. Oh, let's copy this and paste it there. Paste it here. Paste it here. Paste it here. And now, I'm going to make this say, let's see, medium. Stone. I believe that's what it is. Oh, grey. Is that it? Yeah. So now, let's do what we did the first mistake, capital G. So now let's see what happens when we run our script. Oh, pink, test 3, test 4, test 5, success. So it worked. So let's make a bigger error. Let's make it part. So that's an error you won't be able to spot in code like this. You'd spend ages looking down all the codes, and then you eventually find out it's not a capital. So let's try it now. Test 1, test 2, test 3. Ooh, it's only gone up to test 3. let's see where we put our error. Alright, print test 1. Wait. It did test 2. It did test 3, but it didn't get up to test 4. So, let's see what the error is. So, wait is okay. Game.workspace. Non-capital P. So, this is the type. This is what I'm talking about. So, this is why print is useful. Well, let's do one last thing in our basics. So, let's teach you how to change the colour of a brick. So, most scripters have notebooks with them, and they write things down like I did. And because you can't memorize this all, it's really useful as well. So, a game is basically the whole thing. It's what all these little services are in. It's basically another word for explorer to me. And these are services. So, you want to tell the computer where this part is. So, we'll do game dot, and it's in workspace. So workspace, as I like to call it, is the parent of part, and part is the child of workspace. Do you get me? Because workspace owns part, so it's the parent of part, and part is the child of workspace. You might want to write that down. So if I put it in lighting, part is the child of lighting, and lighting is the parent of part. So write that down in your little notebook. Alright, so game.workspace, because it's in workspace. If it was in lighting, it would be game.lighting. So now we'll do .workspace, and from .workspace we'll go part. One thing though, if we have lots of parts, the script won't work out which one. So you might want to name it a different name. I'm going to name it part 1 just for demonstration purposes. So I'm going to name it part 1. There it is. So I didn't have to do this because there's only one part, but it was just to show you guys. Game.workspace.part1.brick color, because this is brick color. Then you're going to do an equal, then you're going to do brick color to show what you're going to equal, and then you're going to do .new, and then you're going to do the brackets with your string, what I like to call. It's called a string, by the way, with 2 speech marks in it. It's called a string. So we're going to enter our string. So let's find a colour. What do we want our brick to be? Lime green. Let's have a bit of lime. Lime green. With all the capitals it has. So it only had a capital L. All the colours actually have a capital. So that's quite useful to know. So now, let's see what the script does. Let's see what the script does when we play. It's grey. We must have had an error. Let's see where we want one. Part 1. Brick color. Did we do it wrong? That's where we went wrong. We had a space. So now it should work. Still nothing. Let's try and work out our problem. Brick color .new equals lime green. Let me stop it. Let me see. Is it the correct name? Let me check. It's a lime. There it is. We forgot the N on green. This is a common mistake, punctuations or spelling. So always check back, because I've completely forgot the N, even though I know it's spelt with an N. I thought I pressed the button, obviously not. So now, when we run, our part turns lime green. So, how do I make it change in colour? Well, that's just simple. With your notebook, write WAIT for wait, as in stop. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do from here wait, then I'm going to do 1 second. Now I'm going to copy this and paste it in, and I'm going to make it really red. Now, let's see. There we go. So that's it for this tutorial. If you want to see more script tutorials, please like the video and comment down below. Thank you, and goodbye.